Let's get some Ed
Hello
in
there,
your head.
welcome back to part 2 of my Teacher Filming from Home series. So this video, we want to plan and execute our video. But what do we need to know to be able to do that? Well, what I think is that your video should have 3 parts. And as you get better at it, it's like being, a new graduate teacher. You used to have to write out your lesson plans, but as you got better and better at teaching, you started writing them on the back of an old envelope. And eventually, you didn't bother writing them at all because you knew the process of a lesson plan in your head. So, the Ed in your head of today's video is the 3 parts that I think are the best thing for a student video. Okay, so the first part, and I'm going to jump to this gorgeous iPad overlay. The first part is, I think, and this is my opinion, that you should have an intro. Now, some people will have a video intro, just that first couple of seconds. And it might be done by your own educational institution, or maybe you have a video intro for your YouTube channel. Some people don't have a video intro, which means that you just jump straight into your welcoming of the students. Hi there, students. Today's video is going to be about X, Y, and Z. And you list off what's going to be in the video. You list off what resources the students are going to need. And that's about it. So your intro, what's it about and what do they need? The second part of your video is going to be the body part. You might be teaching anatomy and you might be talking about the body, but for everybody else, your lesson is going to have a body. Now, when we look at videos, really effective videos for students, they need to be a limited time span, because we all know that the longer it is, the more likely we are to lose our focus. So the body, or the entire video itself, is usually somewhere between 7 minutes, and if you're a high school student, I reckon the maximum is probably about 15 minutes. Okay? Which means that just like a lesson in a classroom, you do not have to be speaking for the entire lesson. So imagine in a classroom, you timed your 45 minutes or your 60-minute lesson, and you cut out every section of time where you were doing behavior management, or you were marking a draft, or you were just wandering around the classroom keeping students on task. Take them out and splice together all those sections where it's just you teaching, and that's what you get to put in the video. Okay? Which means that in let's say a 45-minute to 60-minute lesson, you probably are only teaching for 7 to 15 minutes, because you know that even in the classroom, the kids get bored of your voice. So your body is going to be your teaching section. Another thing to think about is you don't have to teach the entire concept, because the students are going to have tasks set by you in this lesson probably, or maybe at the end of your video, where they need to go and read a section of the textbook, or they need to go and read a novel, or they need to go and paint their artwork, or try and put together their essay. Whatever it might be, you're setting them a task. You don't have to explicitly walk them through that task because it's their task. So in this body section, you might teach the concept once or maybe twice. Or maybe you talk through it and you give an example. Or you might do it as a PIQUE, okay? A PIQUE video. Because it might be a concept that you think the students will find not particularly interesting, and so you want to pick out that bit that's super duper awesome and deliver that. So you've got your intro, which is really short. Hi there, hi, my name's Mrs. Dursham. I'm going to give you a video on such and such and such, and you need these resources. Jump into your body section. You're either teaching or you're providing some peak information. And then at the end, as with all good deliveries, if you were in a lesson, you would draw the student's attention back to yourself and you would summarize it. And I feel as though that's just as advantageous in a video as it is in the classroom. Bring back your students' attention to yourself You know, if you've been writing on the iPad, you might bring back your attention to you and you summarize what we've just learnt in our video. We've done our intro, we've done our body, now we've summarized it. Some people would like to add a fourth element, which is an outro. Like your intro, if you've got a little 2-second video, you might have a 2-second video outro, or you might have a joke at the end, or something that lightens the mood rather than just going to black. But that's totally and completely up to you. Now, as with all things, technological or in the classroom, there is no one size fits all that works for everybody. Okay, so your introduction might be absolutely tummy splitting, side splitting, hilarious. And the staff member that you sit beside in the staff room tries the same thing and it falls flat because there is no one size fits all. So the video that you make is purely and individually yours. Okay, you might be the sort of person that absolutely hates being on the screen, hates talking to that little red dot or that little green dot. And so you don't have yourself in the picture, you just want to write all the time. And that is fine, so long as you are producing the material that you feel should be produced. So a video should be short, to the point, succinct, take out all of that time that you would normally be wandering around the classroom and behavior managing and marking and checking and all that sort of stuff. This is just a teaching video, or it's a peak video. And you can snazzy it up as much as you like. You can stick things in the background. You can be on the beach if you want to. You know, here we are on the beach delivering our information. That is the rundown of how to structure your video. In the next video, if you want to hang around, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull in maybe even this video and film how to edit it, how to put in all of the titles, how to take out the ums and the so's and the bits where you got it all wrong, using some editing software. Now, it's your choice what editing software you use, because again, it's not one size fits all, but you can use iMovie. That's free if you're using Mac products. And we're going to have a look at how to edit it. And eventually, once you've edited it and saved that file to your computer, it is ready to upload to your student lesson source, whatever that may be, YouTube, Canvas, a link on an email, whatever it might be. You know where the subscribe button is. Stay with me for the next installment, and I'll see you soon. Bye.